there was an episode that came up where Suge had shouted out a few people from the neighborhood on a prior episode. James, did you get a chance to hear that episode of the
Yeah.
people? And by the way, I also want to ask you, how's that witness protection program going for you, James?
Hey man, check this out. I'm like this. I told you, and I told anybody.
Y'all gotta know James called going off on me when y'all saw that episode I put up about a week ago, saying that me and him ain't in witness. He said, "Reggie, what the you talking about?"
Right.
But go ahead. So that's why I said that joke.
It's so ridiculous, man. And everybody want to paint this picture about James, about Mob James. Mob James, I'm not Mob James. I ain't did no gangbanging on no power in got 22 years. 22 years. I ain't living like that. And for these cats to think that I'm finna go into a witness program on a KPD, on a mother, man, let me tell you, brother, I ain't that shit. And I'm not finna sit here and I'm like I told you earlier, I'm doing something totally different in my life. KPD has been telling on himself for 20 years. If they can't convict that man off of what he said, Reggie, they damn sure ain't gonna get me to do it.
Yeah. And for those
Even
of
though
y'all
I
don't
don't
know
like
that's
that
behind, it's Dirt Rock that got money to relocate. So that's where that confusion come up.
What you call it? What's his name?
Dirt Rock. He's from
Okay,
Southside. Yeah.
That's on Dirt Rock. It ain't got nothing to do with me. But I just find it crazy that James is in witness. Man, let me tell you. So I took my grandson with me. Man, get the f*** out of here. And Reg.
I just had to tap at you and mess with you about that. You know how Reg is.
And you know how to get me mad too, because when I seen that man, witness protection, what the what? And I ain't never sat down on the nigga. I ain't never pointed no out. And I'm not finna start. I'm not finna sit here and give you this.
Exactly.
All of these years, man, that's on that brother. That brother put himself in that situation. It ain't my business. And I wouldn't give a what they did on neither side. Don't come with me.
Exactly.
Don't come with me. So that's
yeah.
Next question.
But anyway, back to the question at hand was talk about some of the people that Suge talked about on the podcast. I know a lot of them lived on Orchard, so I know that's why he talked about it. Shout out Darren Gray, Woo Woo, Darren, and Foo, and all of them. Miss Ray, she was our teacher aide at school at Foster. And,
yeah.
And she was a beautiful black woman growing up.
Yes, she was.
And so, shout out Miss Ray. And there was a couple other people I can't think of. I think one was TC or something like that he talked about.
TC lived on Orchard.
Yeah, they're always on Orchard. For those of y'all don't know about or didn't catch
right.
that.
That was the street Suge lived on.
Yeah.
Now, if you go 5 houses to the right, 5 houses to the left, you can see these people outside watering their grass. I'm quite sure he know them.
Yeah.
They on your block.
Correct.
Now, I had mentioned, and when I went off on him the first time, name some of the homies that you with on the block that you kicked it with when you was posted up, doing the homeboy. He couldn't name them. So he when I heard this, he said Fred Peterson them.
Yeah,
Fred Peterson was way older than us, but Fred hung in the hood. Fred was from the hood.
They never was no game banger. He was mainly a D-boy, as I remember. But
all of us got ties. They've been in the hood a long time.
Correct.
A long time. And that's when Maynard was home. That's when, all of the...
Who's the auto thief? He's just
which we call... No, man, see, we ain't finna put him out there.
Well, Maynard know what he is. Maynard know.
Maynard, them, like I said, all of those are the older guys.
Yes.
And that's what Fred fit in. And Howard and all of those guys. Suge Knight is somebody that he never with. He know of.
Gotcha. Yeah. And
he know of.
Quite frankly, he got that from
him and Darren Ray.
Yeah.
Him and Darren Ray was cool, but they was
because they played baseball together.
Playing baseball.
Correct.
So it wasn't like they was running them up. Darren was never, and I never considered Darren as a gang banger.
Yeah, me and Darren was always close because we had the birthday on the same day, August the 5th.
Right. So I mean, if you gonna name some, tell people how you grew up with Country. Tell people how you grew up and hung out and rode with Kenny Tubbs. He was on your block.
Yeah. And in fairness, the reason why I think he didn't do that, James, because I think he was trying to name people that people hadn't heard about. Would you give him that?
No, what you mean? People ain't never heard about Fred. Man, I used to fuck with
nobody
Fred.
On the YouTube, no Fred Peters.
You ain't heard. The only person you hear speaking on Kenny Tubbs is me.
I said people that, yeah. But you're right. You could have talked about Kenny. Yeah.
I speak on them people. I know of them people. And you know, it really don't matter to me. All I try to do is spit out facts.
Correct. That
should never hung in the hood, like on a corner, like a gang banger, gang member. Suge don't got no stories about kicking it on Stockton, a block over, and drinking and kicking it with the homies. Suge ain't got no stories of motherfuckers coming to drive by.
In my opinion, that make him a smart man, not a, not one to be a gang member. All right,
Reggie, tell the truth. If you can remember, I've always said that Suge has been blessed to have a mother and a father.
Correct.
As well as you to have a mother and a father to keep him away from that element.
Correct.
Meaning us.
Yeah.
Meaning us. Yeah. You can't wait at 59 to try to paint no gang picture that you from the hood. You can't do that.
Well, in fairness, now, come on. He been doing that since about 27, 28, right?
Doing what?
The biggest power rule, red card, from Compton. I'm not saying he was.
Okay, Reggie, that don't make you
on YouTube and in the music industry and across the country. You can't say that people don't look at him that way.
Okay, yeah, I can say people look at him that way because that's the picture he's painting. Yeah. You hear people talking about, straight off the porch. You ain't straight off the porch.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't be 28. You're a grown-ass motherfucking man living other shit. Now you done stepped into this life. Two different things, bro.
Yeah.
And I don't care what side of the fence Suge Miriam Knight is on, man. Me and him ain't on the same page.
No.
Period.
I'll be the first to say that.
He was a rich nigga.
Well, I'm talking about back
nigga.
then. I think now y'all both are trying to be. Back now, and I want to believe both of my friends are trying to be good fathers, grandfathers.
Who's both of your friends?
I consider Suge still a friend, even though I'm disappointed.
Well, you can't put us in the same category.
Well,
right there.
You trying to be a great grandfather, and I'm sure he's trying to be a father from prison.
Well, good luck. Good luck. And
you don't think you can be a father?
You don't hear me talking about Suge kids.
No, you don't. That's one thing you don't do. You told me. You have told me. Reggie, don't put kids and parents into these equations. You have always stayed on me about that.
Period.
Yes.
And when she come out and people speak on me, it's my oldest son, it's my sisters. They get mad at that shit. So I know when I say shit about Suge, I know I have offended his Sharitha.
Yeah.
I probably offended his sons and daughters.
Well, Sharitha need to move on with her life. She's a goddamn married woman to somebody else now.
No, I'm talking about a long time ago, man.
Okay.
Not everybody has moved on in their life.
Okay.
I'm quite sure by the time she'll get out, a lot of us might not be here.
Yeah.
So put this shit in a time capsule. I don't give a f***. Suge can't do nothing. Listen, Suge was a rich nigga. I've always been a broke nigga. I've always claimed to be a gang member or whatever.
Yeah.
Suge has not been. It don't bother me. So the things that Suge doing and who he know and who he don't know, I can tell you this. I guarantee you, Suge can't pick 5 niggas that was on death row that was working there, and he can't give you a story on those 5 that he with on the daily before his 28 years of life.
You talking about when? During death row time or before?
Before death row,
got you.
Suge can name now that was employed on death row that he can give you a story about how they with each other on the streets, how they kicked it on not Orchard, but let's go Stockton, Diane, Macmillan. Let's go, just say Acres that hung out at Acres.
No, he was tight with Ron O'Donnell. That was his crew back then.
Them is people.
I know. That's what I said. That's who they ran. Yeah. Daryl Henley and Ron Brown, Big West.
I'm cool with all my people too, Reggie. I'm cool with my family too, bro.
Yeah,
but at the end of the day, I say this, and I say this to everybody that listen to Bomb First. I say this to everybody that listen to Suge Podcast. Ever since I've been coming on Bomb First, I have not lied to nobody. I don't, some things I might have said, I shouldn't have said, but I'm not getting down like that. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, Suge is doing 28 years in prison. James McDonald is not. I'm living something else. All I say is leave me the alone. I'm doing something that I didn't do with my 3 kids.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a 100 grandfather.
No, you
don't praise me for
you
the
do
shit.
an amazing job at that. Amazing. Not great.
But I say, just leave me the fuck alone because I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying feeling like I'm a motherfucking man. I growed up.
Yeah.
Reg, I growed up big time.
Yeah. Well,
and this podcast,
we got to cut it there because I know John going crazy because he hate when I have 13-minute episodes.
Okay, well, I'm done.